Okay, I'm here in the Lolldaiga Hills, a beautiful game ranch in the Laikipia area of Kenya, and I'm staying with two great friends, Ed and Moon, and yeah, they own a little camp called the Seires. A beautiful spot here, really nice little tents, beautiful view, beautiful scenery. And yeah, it really is a stunning place. We've got a whole bunch of activities arranged for you guys, whole bunch of cool stuff to see over these next few coming days. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned, keep up to date with what's going on YouTube. Mufasa Mike, ring the bell, subscribe, follow me so you know all the best spots in Kenya. Awesome.
Start again.
Cool. This is Ed over here. He started up the safari series. And yeah, come on Ed, what's the story behind it?
Well, the Safari Series is a tented camp in the Lolldaiga Hills. I think Mike's been showing you around. It's a super beautiful, peaceful place.
So these are the little rooms you're going to stay in. Beautiful, very simple tents, but just made so nice. Little wash basin and chair, wash your faces in the morning. We've got another little chair and a desk over here. That's the view you're going to be looking out from your bed at. Amazing. You get these cool little trunks to put your stuff in. The showers are very cool. There's a, I don't know if you can see the bag out there, but they fill that bag up with hot water. You just got to request with Ed and Moon when you want a hot shower. They heat up the water on a fire and they fill up that bag for you, and then you got a nice hot shower which kind of lasts as long as the bag of water does. We've got these little solar batteries here. You can charge your phones in those little USB ports. You flick the little switch and these are your lights for the evening. If you got any dirty clothes, you just take them, chuck them in the laundry basket. The little house fairies come along during the day while you're out on safari, and when you come back they're magically clean on your bed. And now what it's really all about.
I've had a passion for Land Rovers for a long time, so I had lots of these old Land Rovers. There's a couple sitting over there, and my wife said you've got to put these to use or sell them. So we started to get Land Rover enthusiasts to come on safaris, and it's grown into what it is today, which is as well as having the Land Rovers for people to use, guests come and enjoy normal safari. We've converted a few. We've got lots of 1950s Land Rovers that are just good fun to drive. There's one just over here which Mike and I had to help someone push it out the mud a few minutes ago, right? So it's all part of the adventure.
That's one of the coolest things here, you know, is that everywhere else you go on safari and you just get driven around. Here, the whole point is you drive your old school Land Rover around. Of course, being in Laikipia, we managed to find ourselves some ellies. Laikipia is one of the best places to see ellies in Kenya. The Lolldaigas is extremely well protected, so they're here in abundance. Some interesting facts about ellies: their skin is 2.5 centimeters thick, and they take mud baths to protect themselves against sunburn. They need 150 kilos of food a day, and they are constantly eating. The temporal lobe of an elephant is larger and denser than humans, hence the saying, an elephant never forgets. 90% of elephants in Africa have been killed in the last century for their ivory. Places like the Lolldaigas are extremely important in protecting these great majestic animals. Elephants are the largest mammals in the world. I would highly recommend for everybody to come on down to the Lolldaigas or Laikipia or wherever you want to go and have a look at these majestic creatures while they still stand amongst us. Just had an amazing game drive. Saw some Ellies real close up. Really cool. Oh, now we're just on a little bit of a walk. This place is so stunning. Just like beautiful hills, beautiful lake over there. Just amazing. A beautiful tawny eagle up in the tree over there. Pretty hard to see actually. But if you do want to see more on eagles, check out my video on Simon Tomzet and his bird's nest. It's really cool.
So this is a 1960s, it's a Series 2A actually. I think it's a 1962, but I might be wrong. It's just got a super old petrol engine in it. It's quiet. We put the windscreen down. So you can get driven around by our guides, or if you fancy it, you can drive it yourself. And then this is actually this is our farm car. This is the one car we use for moving water and firewood around. But one of the guests today fancied it and took it for a drive. And I think that's a 1956. It's just a fun car, puts a smile on your face while you're driving around. And the rest of our guests really spend most of their time obviously being taken around by our guides on safari. If you do fancy driving your own, it's an option which we give people.
No safari would be complete without a bush lunch under a tree.
Funny story, once I was halfway up Mount Kenya and I got a phone call from my wife, and I knew she knew I was climbing the mountain. So I thought, well, this must be something really serious. So I picked up the phone. She said, "Your car's on fire." I said, okay, pulled the car over, get out the car. So she pulled over and said, "I'm out the car." I said, "Right, where are you?" She said, "I've pulled over into Shell petrol station." So yeah, that car, I enjoyed going forward driving it, but it had huge amounts of issues. So I fixed it completely, soldered on, got rid of it, and started to buy these old ones. They're much easier to maintain, much more fun. Okay, they're not great for long journeys, but they're great little cars.
Mambo.
Hapo jina yangu ni Solio, natengeneza landrovers safari Seires.
Safi, kuna kazi mingi.
Kazi ni mingi.
Sababu?
Landrover zinaharibika, natengeneza.
So I think the next one I got after that was, it might have been this pickup actually. The blue, I think it's a 1957 109 pickup. I think that was the first one, and I've still got that one. And I've now got 9 Land Rovers.
Staying with Ed and Moon really made me realize how much goes into making a camp run successfully. You're miles away from the shops. You just got to make do with what you have at hand. You're constantly busy fixing stuff. To quote Ed, once you open a camp, you'll never stop preparing things. So yeah, just a huge thank you to everyone for having me, to all the staff who keep the Safari series running. I 100% recommend you going up there, checking it out, and don't worry, you're in for the adventure and safari of a lifetime.
Bye, karibu tena Safari Series.
Bye, welcome again.
Bye, Mike. Tutakuonana rege. Twathiogeithanie na ukia tucerere rege. Aya, tukaonana ingi. Muyukosela ku Kenya, tukatungana ingi kwa elini.